Hey there, money-savvy friends. Ever feel like your wallet's playing hide and seek with your cash? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into the world of expense tracking, and trust me, it's not as scary as it sounds. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button and stick around to the end for a special surprise. Ready to take control of your finances? Let's go! Have you ever reached the end of the month and wondered, where did all my money go? It's a common dilemma that leaves many of us scratching our heads and feeling frustrated. But what if I told you there is an easy way to keep tabs on your spending without pulling your hair out? That's right, we're talking about tracking your expenses, and I'm here to show you how to do it effortlessly. Picture this. You're standing in line at your favorite coffee shop, about to order that delicious latte you've been craving all morning. But suddenly, a nagging voice in your head reminds you of all the other expenses you've racked up this week. Panic sets in as you realize you have no idea if you can actually afford this treat. Sound familiar? Well, my friends, that's exactly why expense tracking is so crucial. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tracking expenses? That sounds about as fun as watching paint dry. But hear me out. What if I told you that by spending just a few minutes each day on this simple task, you could transform your financial life? No more sleepless nights worrying about bills, no more guilt over impulse purchases, and no more living paycheck to paycheck. Intrigued? You should be. Let's start with the basics. Tracking your expenses is simply the act of recording where your money goes. It's like keeping a diary for your wallet. And the best part? There are so many easy ways to do it that you'll wonder why you haven't started sooner. First up, we have the good old-fashioned pen and paper method. Don't knock it till you've tried it. There's something satisfying about physically writing down your expenses. Plus, it's budget-friendly and doesn't require any fancy tech skills. Just grab a notebook and jot down every purchase you make, no matter how small. That pack of gum? Write it down. The movie ticket from last night? Yep, that too. It might seem tedious at first, but trust me, it becomes second nature in no time. But if you're more of a digital dynamo, fear not. There's a whole world of apps and software designed to make expense tracking a breeze. Popular options like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, or Personal Capital can sync with your bank accounts and credit cards, automatically categorizing your spending. It's like having a personal financial assistant in your pocket. These apps often come with fancy charts and graphs too, perfect for all you visual learners out there. Now, for those of you who love a good spreadsheet, I see you, Excel enthusiasts. Creating your own expense tracking system can be incredibly rewarding. Start with a simple template that includes columns for the date, description, amount, and category of each expense. As you get more comfortable, you can add features like budget comparisons or savings goals. The sky's the limit. But here's the real secret sauce to successful expense tracking: consistency. It doesn't matter which method you choose if you're not sticking to it. Make it a daily habit to log your expenses, even if it's just for 5 minutes before bed. Think of it as brushing your teeth for your finances, a small regular action that prevents big problems down the road. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what if I forget to track something? Don't worry, we've all been there. The key is to make it as easy as possible to record your expenses on the go. Keep receipts, take photos of them with your phone, or use a notes app to quickly jot down purchases. Then, when you have a moment to sit down and properly log everything, you'll have all the information you need at your fingertips. Here's a pro tip: start small. If the idea of tracking every single penny feels overwhelming, begin with just your major categories like groceries, entertainment, and transportation. As you get more comfortable, you can expand to include smaller expenses. Remember, any tracking is better than no tracking at all. But tracking your expenses isn't just about knowing where your money goes. It's about understanding your spending habits and making informed decisions. As you consistently log your expenses, you'll start to notice patterns. Maybe you're spending way more on dining out than you realize. or perhaps those small online purchases, are adding up to a significant amount. This awareness is powerful stuff, my friends. It's the first step towards making meaningful changes in your financial life. And let's talk about the emotional side of expense tracking for a moment. It is not just about numbers on a page or screen. It is about gaining control over your financial life. There's an incredible sense of empowerment that comes from knowing exactly where your money is going. No more vague anxiety about your spending or feeling like your finances are a mysterious black hole. With expense tracking, you're in the driver's seat of your financial journey. Now, I know we've covered a lot of ground here, but there's one more crucial point I want to make. Expense tracking isn't about deprivation or beating yourself up over every purchase. It's about making conscious choices and aligning your spending with your values and goals. Maybe after tracking for a while, you realize that daily latte really does bring you joy and is worth the expense. Great! Keep it in your budget. But perhaps you discover you're spending a chunk of change on a streaming service you never use. Time to cut it loose and redirect that money towards something more meaningful to you. Remember, the goal of expense tracking isn't to become a penny-pinching hermit who never enjoys life. It's about creating a balanced, intentional approach to your finances that allows you to live your best life while also securing your financial future. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. So, my financially savvy friends, are you ready to take control of your expenses and transform your financial life? Whether you choose pen and paper, a snazzy app, or a custom spreadsheet, the important thing is to start today. Don't wait for the perfect time or system. The best time to begin is now. And hey, before you go, don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you found this video helpful. We've got tons more financial tips and tricks coming your way, and you won't want to miss out. Plus, check out our next video where we'll be diving into creative ways to boost your income. Trust me, it's going to be a game changer. Until next time, happy tracking, and remember, every penny counts.